Hey guys, before I get to the video, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to go to on a trip, family trip, for a few days, and if you post any comments, I might not be able to respond to you. So I wanted to say that officially before the video began because this I will release a video like probably tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow, and then after that I might not be able to record anything else for at least 2 to 3 days. And I will try my best to get some internet if by any chance I upload some shorts like my trip on the channel, but that's all I can do. And if I couldn't do it and you commented, I'm so sorry if I can't respond to you. But hey, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I will eventually respond to you. But I just want to make sure to say this and thank you all for your support. So yeah, that's enough rambling from me. Enjoy the video. 2024 has been a great year for gaming. We had some very great video games and some really bad games. God damn, they sucked. But hey, you have to look for the future. And let's see what is the future. So this is the top 10 of the most anticipated games, at least for me. So before I get started, usual drills, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And this list is completely made of my personal opinions, and if your game doesn't come into the list, just make sure to comment them down below for me to check them out. Let's discuss some gamings. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. At number 10, we have Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, a long title. And apparently it's a upcoming third-person shooter hack and slash game developed by Saber Interactive and published by Focus Entertainment. A sequel to Warhammer 40k Space Marine that was released on 2011. Now this game is coming to PS5, Windows, Xbox One on September 9th, 2024, and it is promised by its gameplay a really good hack and slash hordes of enemies coming at you with different varieties of enemies that require different strategy. And in this game, the player controls Titus, a lieutenant of the Ultramarine chapter. Titus is accompanied by his fellow Space Marines, Chiron, I'm butchering the name, I'm so sorry, and Gadriel. Throughout the campaign, that could be controlled by your friends or by AI, by its multiplayer. The game, like I said, promised so much more like chaotic shooting and hack and slashing, and I'm really stoked to see what's going to go from there. So like I said, it comes on this September 9th, 2024 on all platforms. And at number 9 we have Star Wars Outlaws. Now this game was announced in January 13, 2021 by Ubisoft, and like all of us wanted to have another Star Wars game, and it looked a single player game by Ubisoft, and Ubisoft right now doesn't have the best of tracks here when it comes to these single player games. And yeah, it was revealed to be a online single player game experience with microtransactions and battle passes and everything else. So that's a lot of red flags, but hey, we don't know if it's going to turn out to be good. Maybe it's the next Helldiver. Although they promised it's a single player experience, it still requires to be online to be able to enjoy this game. And it will have some cosmetics, different ship augmentations and colors, everything else that you would expect from an online game. Now Ubisoft showcased its gameplay on June 2023, and some story trailers after that. And this game is a action adventure, like we all knew it. It was published by Ubisoft, and it was under the license of Lucasfilm Games. And the story takes place during the period between The Empire Strikes Back and The Return of the Jedi. And it is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X and S on August 13, 2024. And the early access will be coming out on 27th of August. Now at that time we might be able to see if this game really is worth it, or is it going to be another of the Skull and Bones or Suicide Squad situation. Now at number 8 we have one of my favorite series, Little Nightmares 3. Yes, that's right folks, in August 2023, Little Nightmares 3 was unveiled by Gamescom opening night live. Now, after the Little Nightmares 2, the official company developers said that they will not create another one. But because this license, this IP is of Bandai Namco Entertainment, they said no. We want more. People want more. So they created another one by Supermassive Games, developed by Supermassive Games. So, and it is scheduled to come on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, 5, Windows, and Xbox One and Series X and S. Now, this, like the Little Nightmares 2, is going to be a 2D type 3Ds with the puzzles, horrifying monstrosities that you have to escape from. And the story follows this time 2 children, like the second game, called Low and Alone, and they navigated nowhere and try to escape its threats. And it is scheduled to be released on 2024. No specific releases, but hey, I'm so stoked to see another Little Nightmares games, because they are so creative with their horror elements. And at number 7 we have Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Now this game has been in development for such a long time. It is an upcoming action role-playing video game published by Paradox Interactive, a sequel to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines that came on 2004. A really massive game, although not successful at that time because it was trying to compete with Metal Gear Solid 3, Halo 2, and Half-Life. So it had really rough sells. But the game was praised by its creativity, its choices, and its gameplay mechanics. Now the game was initially developed by Hardsuit Labs, but by 2021 it had been moved to the Chinese room. Now it is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, Series X and S in the late of 2024. Now the story takes place in the 21st century Seattle, where the player takes the role of an elder vampire and chooses one of the various vampire clans to belong to and determine their abilities. Now, the player, like the first game, the Bloodlines 1, you have to try to survive by consuming blood of the humans and not to try to make it as, show your true colors so that people know that vampires exist, go against the masquerade. Now, this game is a first person, like the first game was, and by the gameplays they showed, it's going to be really heavy action game, but still will have different varieties of choices when you can join some specific clans, have some specific powers, and your choices might affect the world. Maybe it's going to work, but hey, we have to see it. And then number 6 we have Stalker 2 part of Chernobyl. Now this game, I'm sure all of you know, has been in development hell due to various reasons called war. Yeah, the Ukrainian war between Ukrainian and Russian, it caused a lot of problems for the developers of this game. It's a first-person shooter survival horror game, and it's the 5th entry of the series. It is published by the developers GSC Game World. It is the 4th game released in the video series. I'm sorry about that. And the first after 15 years since the release of Call of Pripyat in 2009. At the beginning, it was supposed to come in 2012, but it was ultimately cancelled until they resurfaced in 2018 by using Unreal Engine 5. Thank you, Unreal. We must thank the Unreal Engine gods. And it was scheduled to come on December 8th, 2024, but like I said, the war caused them to look for other places, safe places for them to work. And they also delayed it again for some polishing. Now it is officially stated to come on September 5th, 2024 on all platforms. And I was so stoked to see this game because the promises, the gameplays, and everything else look so good for this game, and I'm so looking forward to it. Now on number 5, we have Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. It's called this Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. Let's just put it this way. Now this is an action adventure game. I'm sure all of you know it. Video developed and published by Konami, and there is no Hideo Kojima in it, my friends. Like I said, they threw Kojima under the bus and said, no, we're going to make a remake and we're gonna delete your entire name from this series. So that's a cool move, right? But hey, it's still a remake of the Metal Gear Solid 3. Now, and I think I can finally play this game because I never played it, with better graphics, better visuals, and they promised everything better, like how the remake of Final Fantasy were made. And the story, of course, all of you know it. It takes place it's set in 1964, where you control a code name is Naked Snake, a spy who is trying to save a scientist and sabotage a weapon called the Shagohod, and stop a war between the United States and the Russians. And this game is set to come out in 2024 and without an official release date. But hey, it's still something, and it will come out in 2024, and we can all play it and enjoy it. Now, my friends, we are reaching the big ones, because at number 4 we have Hades 2, one of my favorite games of all time. Hades 1 has been one of my greatest, has been the greatest game I've ever played, at least in roguelike series. I've been a fan of roguelikes for so many years, alongside the Souls-like games, and Hades had been one of the best roguelike games I've ever played. And Hades 2, by the looks of it, is going to surpass even Hades 1. Developed by Supergiant Games, so that's a W. And it's a direct sequel of Hades, where we follow Melinoe, I hope I'm not butchering her name, Princess of the Underworld and sister of Zagreus, who is trying to defeat Kronos, the god of time, or the Titan of time. Now this, and with the aid of all the Olympian gods, and I think in this game, like the movies they showed, other gods like Apollo will also be included in the pantheon as well, because Apollo was not in the first game. Now this game was announced in December 2024 and will have an early access release in 2024 without an official release date. But still, everything that we know from Supergiant Games, from the trailers, the gameplays, this game will become another classics and will probably surpass even Hades 1. And at number 3, we have Senua's Saga Hellblade II. And one of the most really controversial in terms of its storytelling, because Hellblade 1 was really weird, and it's in its release date, people didn't know what to expect from this game, what it was actually. But then after some time, it became a cult classic, and people demanded another game, and Xbox delivered. Now it's an upcoming action adventure game developed by Ninja Theory and published by Xbox Game Studios. It's a sequel, like I said, to Hellblade 1 Senua's Sacrifice. It is scheduled to release for Windows, Xbox Series X and S on May 21st, 2024. It's a third-person action, so it carries over the concepts of and gameplay elements of the first game, including the permadeath and utilizing puzzles, ruins, and the Senua's mental state, in showing it in the world and in the gameplay. And the gameplay and combat system seems to have been profounded and got better through it because using Unreal engines. And they promise to delve deeper into the Norse mythology and the history that inspired this narrative. And the graphics, my friends, the combat and the graphics look so stunning that you might even mistake it for a movie. The musics also have been promised to be one of those Celtic type musics, and we have seen some of them in the Game Awards of 2023, and they all look so good. So I'm really stoked for this game. Like I said, it's going to come on May 21st, 2024. Now at number 2, my friends, you know what it was. It's Black Myth Wukong. Now this game, it just stoked me. I did not expect it to hook me this much. At first, it was just on August 20, 2020. The developer's game science just uploaded a 30-minute pre-alpha gameplay video, and on that one day the video had nearly 2 million views on YouTube. I watched it and was just skeptical because I thought, okay, this is a Chinese game, I don't think it's going to be that successful. But then they continued to develop it and just released more videos, and they went on and used the Unreal Engine. They showed how much they upgraded it, the graphics, the designs, everything else. Now this game is a Souls-like game, my friends, a Souls-like game, and it is inspired like Journey to the West, the novel, a Chinese novel, one of the most famous novels, Chinese novels that exist in this. I think it came on the 1600s, yeah. And it is still one of the most classical novels that exist in the world. And it is inspired by that. And you, in this game, you take the character of a monkey. We don't know if it's the Monkey King, it is Wukong, but hey, I can be hopeful. In this game, you are called the Destined One. Now, the gameplays that they have showed constantly, it looks so promising, it looks so much fun. The enemies' designs look sick, the abilities you have are cool, the visuals, the musics, everything hooked me up until even today, and I'm so looking forward to it because the day it's coming out, nothing else is going to even compete with it, not even Star Wars Outlaws. So it is scheduled to come on August 20, 2024, my friends, and I am so stoked and thrilled to experience this joy. And I know it in my heart it's going to be one of those classicals like the Liza P, and it maybe even compete with Sekiro. And at number 1, you know what it was. I mean, everyone's number 1 list upcoming games is this one. It's Elden Ring: Shadow of the Earth Tree. Now, my friends, if you have played Elden Ring, you know it's one of the greatest games of all time. The magnum opus of the FromSoft games. At least some people would say it. Some people would say Bloodborne. Hey, all of them are perfect. When you have so much perfect games, it's hard to compare them. Now, the Shadow of the Earth Tree is an official DLC, and it was it suddenly showed this weird Twitter, and then after that a gameplay or a trailer was shown. Now this game is set to release on June 21st, 2024. The story is apparently you are guided by the Imperial Mikola, and the players are beckoned to the land of the shadows, a place obscured by the Earth Tree where the goddess Marika actually set forth there. And in these lands, you are trying to follow Mikola's steps and to try to save this place. We all don't know, but apparently the bad guy of this game, the main boss of this area, is going to be called someone Mesmer the Impaler, probably a son of America. A lot of people said it's going to be Mikola, but that is wrong, because to know more about Mikola and to understand, okay, Mikola wasn't actually never dead. It's only his husk in that eggshell when you fight Moog. A lot of questions about Moog himself. So this is going to be really story heavy and action heavy, with so many boss fights, so many cool elements, new skills, new spells, new armor, new swords, everything new. So is there anything more that you want from it, my friends? This is going to be one of the greatest DLCs that have ever existed. It's going to be massive, it's going to be great, and I am so looking forward to this game and the boss fights and the rage quitting that I'm going to have. Hey, that's my opinions, that's my top 10, but what are yours? If your game didn't make it on the list, I'm so sorry, but hey, you can put it in the comment section down below for me to see and even check out. So let's just talk about anything game related. Do you like this list ranking that I did? Tell me everything about it. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. But that's going to be all, folks. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe to the channel. Let's look forward to these amazing games in the near future. That's all the time that I have, folks. Take care of yourselves all, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.